Hey guys, it's Tabitha from No White Space Stickers. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to do my very first plan with me of 2019. This one is going to be in my, I want to call it B6 rings, but it's not. This is the personal wide rings in the Stella leather from Foxy Fix with the snap enclosure. I did take off the snap enclosure and the pen loop. I just like the wide base of the personal wide rings. With that snap enclosure, it does give you an extra, I don't know, a couple centimeters over here, as opposed to like the standard personal wide rings from Foxy Fix. All I did was take that off and then put my own little elastic over it that just kind of comes off like that. But the inserts that I'm using for 2019 are the Jesenia Printables Personal Wider Plus. And so this is basically, I feel like it was B6 rings before B6 rings became a thing. So this gives you the B6 layout that you want with the 3 columns on each side, and then a little bit of room right here for the washi. So this is what I'm using for 2019. I know I talked about this a little bit before in my previous video. I did jump into the rings towards the end of 2018 so that I can kind of like get the feel of them. I guess I was just too excited in 2018. This was my 2019 planner setup, but I started using it last year a little bit early. So anyways, this is what I'm going to be planning in today. So I'm just going to pop these out. This is a fresh insert. This is the cover. I still have to kind of like decorate the cover a little bit, and then you can see if you flip it over, that is basically the first week that you would plan in. These are undated. Personally, I always use date covers at the top, so it doesn't matter if I skip a few weeks of planning or whatnot. The date covers always cover up the top dates anyways, so yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get the planner out of the way. The kit that I'm going to be using is a kit that I made myself for, I mean, it's kind of like a celebration themed. It's kind of geared towards celebrating maybe birthdays, just general celebrations. Could definitely work for New Year's Eve. This is my New Year's week, so this is the one that I picked out. I just pulled a couple used sheets and some oops sheets, but they all look pretty good and they are gold foiled. So these are the full boxes right here. We have some foiled checklists. We have some 5 checklists, some 3 checklists, and some 2 checklists at the bottom. This is the new format of all of my ombre boxes in all of my kits, and I'm super excited to use these in 2019. So that's the second sheet. I've got some half boxes, quarter boxes, and page flags. We've got some little to-do headers, some blank littles, some checklists, and then these are all different sized washi strips. These 2 right here at the bottom are full boxes. But because I'm using this, I don't think I need that many full boxes anyway, so I'll probably end up using the same exact leftover kit in my other planners as well. The next sheet is going to be a foiled scalloped half boxes. You can see I already used some of them, but there's still a ton to go around, so I'll probably end up using maybe these pink ones over here or possibly these gold ones right there. And then the last sheet is going to be your bottom washi and date covers. So these are the date covers I always use. I love how kind of like tiny and versatile they are, and then I love the split washi at the bottom. So we have a little bit of a thicker washi and then a super thin one right here. So if you are in a traveler's notebook, you have that minimal space here. If you're in an Erin Condren, you could definitely pair the 2 together. And then I'm also going to use some glitter headers right here. So you can see again, I've already used some of them in one of my previous spreads, but there's definitely enough to go around for this one and another spread as well. And the last sheet that I'm going to be using is this Let's Make It Sparkle foiled sampler. It's in a champagne gold and clear sticker paper, and it just kind of has 2019 and celebration themed stickers. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be pairing some of these with my spread from here, and then I should have some left over to use in my other planners and for another week as well. So those are the stickers that I'm going to be using for this weekly spread. I should still have all of these sheets available in my shop whenever this goes up. This kind of came out a little bit before Black Friday, and then for Black Friday I had my oops sale, and then I was only ready to ship in December, and then I opened up 2019 with my magical pre-sale. So this should be making a comeback because it was only available for like a week basically. So yeah, look out for this in 2019 if you really like this collection. The next thing that I'm busting out is this little B6 Traveler's Notebook. This is also from Jesenia Printables, and this is in the B6 size. This is kind of like her little pre-planning insert, but it has 2 weeks here, 2 weeks here, so basically a full month's spread if you're pre-planning or you just kind of want to jot things down. I think this is called like double horizontal, something along those lines, B6. I'll try and put the link in the description, but I have everything written down here for New Year's week. So yeah, I'm just going to be taking a look at this while I do my planning. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the plan with me. Actually, last thing, I did pull some washi tapes to add. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily use them or not. The collection that I just showed you was a collab with Oh So Paperies. She gave me these cute little florals to use, which I used right here, and then on the Sloth's head. I also used the florals in some of the half boxes as well. So this one is her washi tape, and it has those florals right there. And then we have this other set. So this basically all came as a set, and we released them both on the same day. So I might end up using this one. I really like the little circle dots, and I'll definitely do kind of like a more close-up look at these as I'm using them. The other washi rolls that I pulled are these ones from Simply Gilded. So we have this kind of light pink with champagne gold bows. This one's in the 15mm, this one's in the 5mm, and then I also have this kind of like quilted hearts kind of washi tape. Again, not sure if I'm going to use any of these, but I figured why not just pull them. Some other items that I always pull before my little planning sessions. The first thing is little X-Acto blades. I ended up losing the handles or the handle a couple weeks ago, so I just have these kind of like loose blades that I have to be super careful with. I don't think I'll need to cut any washi today. I'm not 100% sure, we'll see. So yeah, I have my little X-Acto blade. I also need to purchase one of those green splice tools. But the next thing is my undo. You can see this is basically gone. I need to grab another one from Amazon. You can get these on Amazon or at Michael's. I also have some whiteout, and then I also have a pair of little tiny kind of just little sewing scissors. Yeah, so these can get into little tiny spots. So yeah, those are kind of like my little planning essentials that I always grab before any little planning sesh. All right, so let's begin the plan with me. The first thing that I always do on my little inserts, or if it's in the Erin Condren, is I either start bottom to top or top to bottom. There's really no preference that I have. I think today maybe I'll just do, maybe I'll go ahead and just do the date covers first, and then I'll flip it upside down or right side up, and then do the bottom washi and just kind of build that middle layer. So let's go ahead and do the date covers first. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, that way I have it a little bit closer to me. And this is that sheet again with the date covers here at the top. One thing that I always do during planning is I turn my planner or my inserts upside down. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to do, or especially film, Plan With Me's right side up, and I can't get close to the line, and all of my stickers ended up being crooked. So yeah, definitely try and turn your planner upside down or sideways, whatever you can do to get closest to that exact line to line all of your stickers up. Okay, so I was definitely wrong, and I will need to be cutting some washi today. I forgot that this is the standard left side size washi from the Erin Condren, and then the right side is condensed down. So I will be needing my little X-Acto blade today. I'm definitely going to be using these two washis. I love the way that these two pair. This is just a marble background with gold bows, and then this is like a pink and glitter background with the gold stars. All right, so in order to cut this down to size, there's definitely a couple different ways that you can do it. You can kind of put it down and just cut it and then kind of slice it with your little X-Acto blade after the fact, or you can just kind of measure it out right now, take a little washi card and then slice it right here on the sheet and then pull it up. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna do the second route today where I just kind of like measure it out and kind of slice along there. So, all right, so again, I just lined this cut line up with the end of the full box and this line, and then I just lined up the bottom of the sticker sheet against this straight line here, and I'm just going to follow this little washi cart and make a little slice there, and hopefully we get a straight cut. I'm the worst at cutting. Yeah, even if I have like a guideline, I still somehow end up doing it crooked, but whatever, we'll just go with it.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see how I did. I literally like went off over there. I told you I'm really not that good at it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can see how crooked that is. My bad. All right, luckily we have that little tiny slice right there. So I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of sticker surgery. Okay, so I mean, you can see it, but it's not that horrible. All right, so let's go ahead and pull off this other one. That one has the same little kind of off cut, so we'll see what we can do about that. All right, I'm gonna see if I can just slice this real quick and see if I can just make a straight line. And see if this little undo works on whatever line that was. There we go. Okay, so we have our little straight, what the heck happened here? I got this dirty, dang it. Okay, we'll have to cover that up with a sticker. But I did get that straight line edge kind of right here, doing a little bit of sticker surgery. So we are going to move on to, let's go ahead and do full boxes. Now for this spread, I think I'm going to save the ones with the sloth for a different spread. So I'm just going to use the one that says like best wishes and then this cake and some of these other kind of decorative full boxes, and then I'll save this one for a different week. The first thing that I'm going to do is put headers kind of all along where I put those date covers. I normally just use a little bit of space right here and then I put the headers down all across. So I'm going to do that next. One thing that I always do before my planning session starts is I try and figure out if I want to do color blocking with my headers and my full boxes and all my functional stickers, or if I kind of want to mix and match it. For this spread, I end up doing a color block, and depending on the full boxes, you might end up having to use undo and switch up your headers, but yeah. All right, so now that we have our headers on, I'm going to go ahead and fill in some of the full boxes. I'm just going to kind of stagger them throughout the day just to give the weekly spread kind of like a little dimension and just a little bit of a different feel. All right, so it was at this moment where I realized I was just kind of rambling on and on for the rest of the plan with me. So I figured I would cut a little bit of it out and do a voiceover instead. But during this little planning session, I realized that Monday and Tuesday were really, really important days. Monday being New Year's Eve and Tuesday being Rob's sister's birthday. So instead of doing full boxes, I wanted to kind of separate those 2 days from the rest of the week since they were special. And I did 2 half boxes on Monday and Tuesday. That way I can mark down New Year's Eve and just kind of like a holiday, and then Jackie's birthday. So instead I ended up putting the full boxes kind of down below that and decorating them just a little bit more with those Let's Make It Sparkle stickers. And of course I had to use this perfect birthday cake full box as well. And then during the plan with me, I did end up switching out some of the stickers. So you'll see that I end up using undo. Undo is like my #1 favorite tool to plan with. I mean, obviously besides stickers and washi, but you can always go back and take that sticker off and not have to worry about the paper getting ripped or anything like that. The stickers are definitely still usable. Again, you could always get undo at Amazon or Michael's if you end up figuring out that you want to save that spot for something else and kind of have a more polished looking weekly spread. So yeah, basically I just knew that I wanted to put some more functional stickers down below, stick with that little color blocking theme. You can see the checklist match the half boxes up above and the headers, and then I didn't have too much going on Wednesday, so I ended up just doing a little bit more decorative stickers with the page flag and more foiled stickers. All right, so you can see the first half of the weekly spread is looking super cute, super shiny. You gotta have that little Viv wiggle in there. And so basically, I kind of want to repeat the theme on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the color blocking. So again, you can see my headers match that little quarter box, and then I use the same colorful box and kind of just decorate it with more Let's Make It Sparkle overlay stickers. And at the bottom, I knew I didn't have a lot left going on for that day, so I ended up just using a little bit of washi. And here's my little trick. If you want to have a straight edge washi, just grab another little washi card, kind of like how I did with the washi strip, and just kind of slice it down the side like that. That was super easy. I don't know why the other one was so difficult for me, but yeah, here's my undo again, where I realized that I ended up not color blocking, so I'm just going to switch the pink header and the gray header so that I can have that little marble kind of separating the two different pink days from Friday and Saturday. So yeah, this is what I always end up doing if I choose a specific theme. If it's mix and match or kind of color block monochrome, I ended up just sticking with it for the whole entire thing. I just feel like it gives a little bit more of a polished looking weekly spread. And not that this weekly spread needed even more gold foil stickers. It's already a lot of gold to begin with, but this week is super special, so I wanted to make it super extra for the birthday and New Year's Eve and whatnot. But yeah, coming towards this end of the plan with me, all I'm going to do is fill in everything that I have going on for the week. This is such a gorgeous spread, and I really don't want to mess it up with my handwriting. One thing that has helped me improve just kind of like my planning style in general is pre-planning my week out. That way I know exactly what I'm going to write down in my weekly spread, and using a medium tip, almost like marker. This flare tip pen just gives my handwriting, which isn't great to begin with. I mean, it's okay, but it just gives my handwriting a little bit more of a different flair than if I use like super skinny ball tip point pens or even like a fine tip gel pen. So yeah, I always liked using the Sharpie and the fine tip, but these Papermate Flare pens are way better in my opinion, especially for weatherproof premium matte sticker paper, which is the sticker paper that I definitely use in my shop. Some of my other favorite shops use this sticker paper as well, so I just really like this pen. Again, you can get this one on Amazon, you can get it at Target, I'm pretty sure like CVS, anywhere will have it. One thing that I try and be super mindful about is the size of my writing. So as you can see here, I do end up kind of putting two lines of things on one kind of bow line. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It's kind of like double the amount of wording in a smaller amount of space. I definitely try and do this in my B6 or this personal wide ring spread just because the space isn't there as much, and I do like to use some of the weekly space more for decorative stickers, but when you kind of condense your writing in a little bit more, again, it just kind of gives that weekly spread a more uniformed look. So I try and do that on every single checklist, or I kind of concentrate the wording in like the half boxes or the quarter boxes, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of like another tip that I always do for my planning, and it just kind of brings that spread all together. All right, so here is the finished weekly spread. Again, super, super gorgeous. Love the pink, love the gold, love the marble. I just love love this planner so much. I don't know if my 2019 planner video will go up before this or after this, but I'll definitely do a full flip through. That way you can see kind of how I set it up, and you can kind of tell just from this little snapshot what my kind of aesthetic for 2019 is going to be for this planner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of back to basics sort of plan with me, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.